YouTube account. I haven't ever done this before. My worlds will be colliding, perhaps. But I've got a couple of things I wanted to try out for my hobby account there, and I thought I would see if this would work. So maybe talking to no one. That's okay. I will. I will probably delete this from Haps later, and then just go see what it looks like on my YouTube account. So yeah, I don't know if it's working. Don't see anyone here. That's okay. I don't know if it's just a delay. No one's available or interested. That's fine. If the test is a failure, then I know this won't work. So do this for a little bit. I don't know if there's any minimum length of time. I don't think so, but that I have to do for YouTube or anything, but I'm just checking it out. So if anyone is here and just hasn't shown up on the numbers yet, say hello so I can greet you. And I think the delay's been taken care of, so I think if anyone is actually here, I would have known by now. I see one number under the eyeball, so if you're here on my test and it's working, say hello. I was going to hopefully at least have one person interact so I could see what it looked like on YouTube. It's interesting because I've got different groups of people that I'm connected with on my various social media channels, and it feels like it's all starting to blur together a little bit. So, hi, Lost TV. Gosh, it's late in Stockholm. You're up late. Yeah, so I don't recognize your name, but if we've met before and I just don't remember you, I'm really sorry. I haven't ever really done this on Haps before. Hi, Gary. Midnight, yeah, I'm a night owl too, so midnight's not uncommon, but it's a work day, so I try not to be too active too late. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't recognize your name, so okay. Well, I feel better that I didn't just forget you, which I am bad at as well. But like I said, this is a hobby of mine, this coloring, and I'm on Instagram. I'm connected with a bunch of other, mostly women who have this hobby, and I'm the worst. I feel terrible. I really do like people. They're important to me, but I feel like I make them feel not important when I don't remember their name. So that's why it's helpful. Like Gary's got his name in his account, so that's how I always remember it. But but yeah, I haven't really ever done much. I would too. So I figured, well, I'm not. I color. I don't draw, but I mean, see, I color with pencils. But over the last couple of years, I've discovered a whole new world of artists. They're incredible who work with pencils and watercolor pencils and things, that I've learned so much from, and started making my own resources and things. And a lot of them have YouTube channels that share techniques and just kind of chat over while they're coloring. And I haven't done much of that. I have two videos on my YouTube channel. But if I ever want to do more, I'm trying to find the best way to do it. Instagram is good for seeing pictures, but it's not great for video or chatting. So Haps has been a great substitute after Periscope went away, even though there are features that I still miss. But yeah, I would love to see more art on Haps as well. I only know of a few that I watch from time to time, but I used to see more on Periscope than I do now. I mean, more than I see anywhere else. I'm a little teeny tiny fish in the big art coloring pond, but I do like connecting with people over it, and I have opinions to share. I just have to trust that it's okay to share my opinion, and that somebody might find it useful at some point. But hi, Andrew. You're up late also. I'm just trying something new. I have 2 videos on my YouTube channel that I only really made so that I could interact with other people who share this hobby that I have developed. And but I have 2 videos of my own, because in one of the books that I have finished, I wrote a story for it. So I turned a regular coloring book into a storybook. Thanks. It is relaxing. I need some music though. It's relaxing to color too. When I was doing the sky, this part, the last couple of days, that was really relaxing because it was just 2 or 3 pencils. But so yeah, if anyone cares, you can go to my YouTube channel, where my one finished book is there with a video. Andrew, you like to watch me read? I read the story that I wrote. It's just a real simple one to go with a coloring book, but that was a fun pretzel rock. Oh, for music? Yeah, that's the thing. You got to watch out for that copyright. I'll check that out. Yeah, I can hear my wind chimes from the backyard. So, but I don't think you guys can. So it's not. We need something a little bit more. So you're not just listening to me. But yeah, I don't really have a big topic to discuss. Or a ton of time, but I just thought I would come on here and see how this works. I'm doing it upside down only because this page is almost full, and I didn't want to put my sweaty hand all over the pigment I already put down, so I'm coloring upside down. I hope I'm not coloring things I shouldn't be coloring. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I will check out your account. Oh, nope, I can do that now. Hold on. Oh, it's not letting me click on your name. How come? Oh, is that a glitch? Oh, hi. I was trying to click on your comment so that I could. There it is. Hold on. There you go. Studying art techniques and doodling art. Nice. Okay, I'm subscribing to you. Oh, you're an illustrator. Cool. I wish I could draw. I can't draw. Hi, sorry about that. I'm sitting right in front of the window. It's like a spotlight on my face, and it's really hot here, so I'm nice and sweaty. Sorry. I can't draw for anything, but I can color. So that's my thing. I like choosing colors and making them blend together. And but for some reason, the creating of actual images that are supposed to actually look like something is beyond me. I'm just not coordinated. Well, see, that's why I love art, because everyone has their own thing. People like you illustrate and draw, and often you can or also can color, but then others can fill in where we leave off, and there's no right or wrong. It's interesting. In the comments on my Instagram account that I have made for my coloring pages, a lot of times, I'll see in other comments on other people's posts that they're afraid to do it wrong, or they're afraid to choose the wrong color. And I'm like, it's art. You can't do it wrong. It's just what you feel. It's whatever you feel like, and that makes it right. I think obviously I have pages that I like better than others too, but there is no wrong, I don't think, and there's only your choices. And so that's why I always try to encourage them, because they get frozen by fear and then, overwhelmed. I mean, there's lots of examples of artists who, do beautiful work that I can never ever come close to with my technique. And if I thought that was the only right way, I mean, I would never pick up a pencil again. But my style is just my style, and although I can be impressed by other styles, I don't have to try to emulate it. And in fact, a lot of times the other YouTube videos of some of the artists who I admire, they will have little tutorials or color alongs, they call them, and show you, they do step by step what pencils they're using, what colors, and where they color, so so you can follow along and do your own. And their work turns out beautifully. But anytime I try to copy them, it's like I don't enjoy it. It's too much work. Um, yeah, it's just do it, and you can definitely improve your technique. But I think people get frozen when they see someone else's finished product who maybe has been doing it for years and years and years. And they think, I can never do that. I can't do that. So why even try? And that's a shame, because then they miss out on their own process. But even I have to, like, I wish I could do there's some really incredible work of, shading and depth and all of that I would love to emulate. But I don't want to spend as much time as I know they take to accomplish it. I like to, my style is pretty simple. I mean, there you go. Well, thanks, Andrew. I mean, I can shade and I can do some things, but I like to finish my page and then move on. I don't want to spend 3 weeks on one page this size. And yeah, I like the variety. The problem is, I want to see the fit. Absolutely. Yeah. So, and then people will start feeling bad about themselves, like there's something wrong with them because they can't accomplish what somebody else did, and they miss out on just the relaxation of, it's almost meditative, I think, for me. Because they're trying to, I don't know, maybe they're trying to have a masterpiece at the end, and I just like seeing colors come together. So sometimes it works at the end for people, and sometimes I was like, oh, I wish I would have chosen differently. But it's more about the relaxation and just seeing, how different things work. And if if we can reignite this habit like we're doing now of just chatting over it, then you get the added benefit of the connections of, that you made, and the conversations that you had. A lot of, like, on my Instagram account, a lot of the women and men, but mostly women, used to live stream a lot on Instagram, and so there'd be lots of chats and things. But that kind of, I guess, went out of fashion, and so I kind of missed that. But I mean, we can still talk in the comments. It's just not quite the same. So yeah, I this book I'm coloring in is a new book, by a popular author or illustrator, excuse me, of coloring books. So this is only my second page in it. Well, second and third. I wasn't going to do both of these because they're kind of separate. I was just going to do the one on the right. But then when I got looking at it, they kind of went together, but not totally. So I just added some lines and made some of the artwork in here and up at the top, work together a little better. And then the sky, just, it made sense to do it all together. So now I'm doing both. Okay. Also, everyone has different goals set why they do art. Yeah, absolutely. There are hobbyists, and then there are people who want to do it to make money and to all that. So I'm definitely hobbyist. But because I can't imagine the time that must have to go into doing it for a living. I feel like for me that pressure would take some of the fun away from it, but I always appreciate the time and the effort and the skill that goes into all the different parts. Like you said, your bio says you're an illustrator, and I definitely don't have that skill. um, some people have, lots of talent naturally, and some really have to study hard and learn, and some do both. Doing it for fun, but I paint together professional artists. Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely have learned a lot over the last few years. I mean, I've always liked to color, like with crayons and stuff, since I was little. But it was just a few years ago when I discovered this whole online world of like this artist's books. It was one of hers that I bought a few years ago that had a hashtag in it. It's like, there's a hashtag for coloring books. And now I have discovered a whole ecosystem there of all levels, hobbyists and people who make money on YouTube with pencil reviews and coloring book reviews and all of that. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting just to see the camaraderie. And just so you know, I'm not doing this as finely as I normally would because there's going to be lots more layers in here. This is just the first one. Getting some shadows down here in the bottom, but yeah. So this is actually a longer test than I was going to do, but that's what happens is you get talking and it goes longer. So it's nice. I made a new friend. So IO5TTV, Lost TV. Okay. I'll check out your account and see what you're about. Do you illustrate? Do you broadcast your illustrations? Or are you a watcher? I don't know if you can hear the yelling outside, but the high school down the street just let out, so all the kids are walking home. So they're yelling at each other. They've just not too long ago started back in person, so that's been good to see. But this hour right now is usually kind of busy with. I didn't have fun to see how I can improve my art. Yeah. Oh, but you do broadcast your art. This is the first time I've done this on Haps. I did it once on Periscope just because somebody had asked me about my hobby, but I didn't make it a regular practice. But who knows? I was wondering if any of my Instagram/YouTube coloring, they call themselves colorists, but that seems kind of pretentious to me. So people who share this hobby, I didn't know if any of them would hop on and say hi from YouTube, but I am going to say no since nobody has said anything. Do it daily. Nice. I color daily, but I don't think I will make this practice a regular practice. But mostly because I do it at night when the family is home, and then the house we'd have to be quiet. Oh yeah, I would like to do more if I find a way to make it meaningful for people. I mean, I'm not a great chatter, just chatting about nothing. Although we've been here for 20 minutes, and I feel like I guess I have. but but if there's a topic, it makes it easier to chat and just so. So let's see. Question: what do you like to draw? What do you illustrate? I notice your icon is a character. I'm assuming that's one of yours. Do you aspire to like draw for graphic novels or other commercial things? Do you have aspirations? Let's see. or just to sell commissioned art? Where do you see your art going one day? Or do you see it going somewhere? Or you just in it for the experience? I am not using a professional tripod for my phone. It keeps almost tipping over. Sorry. What I want to do is figure out how to stream with two cameras, so I can have one like straight up over the book, so it's coming down. Oh, see, let's see. I'm not even coloring on camera right now. Sorry about that. So I can, so the camera is pointing straight down at the book, but then either I can be on screen or something else can be on screen or something, so that I can see the comments and have a better view. But I don't know how to do that yet. I think in another broadcast somebody mentioned a HDMI capture card or something like that, and I can't remember now what they called it. Shoot, see, I didn't write it down. Still an analog kind of girl when it comes to my memory. Characters made by one of my viewers, Corn Kernel. I gave them liberty to change my... Oh, nice. That's fun. I, on my Instagram page, my icon was, for the first couple years, was the title character from the story that I wrote for the coloring book, because I had to put a character in it to carry the story, and it was a ladybug named Dot. So this was all about Dot's travels through the world of flowers, because that was the name of the coloring book. So my icon was Dot that I colored, but since I am finished with that story and I'm not coloring those pages anymore, I changed it to just another symbol that I colored that represents my interest in learning French. It was a really pretty fleur-de-lis, so I colored it, did not draw it though. But yeah, so there you go. That is the extent of my public drawing, was my ladybug icon. Okay, I think it's 3:30 here. I think I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out with me, Lost TV. Is that the name you prefer to be called, Lost TV, or is there an actual name that I should try to remember? I do try to make little mnemonics to remember things. If there's another name that you would prefer, have a good one. Yeah, everyone calls me Lost. Okay, Lost. That will be easy enough to remember. Hopefully that's not a reference to your spirit, or your, not your spirit, but hope you're not feeling lost. Don't know if there's a story behind that, but it would be sad if you were feeling lost. Hopefully you know your place in the world and are comfortable in it. That's always a good place to be comfortable. Oh, nice. Were you always getting lost? See, I tend to look for meaning behind things. That's what helps me remember, and that's what in my mind gives weight, is like the meaning, like why people chose certain symbols or names or colors or something. So let's see. Let me see if I can guess. You always used to get lost on your way to class, or you had too much fun over the weekend or one night and got lost on your way back to your dorm. Or, yeah, I don't know. That's all I've got right now. Oh, hi, Janina. Hey, since I think, see, I had too many guesses though. Which one was right? Janina, I see the little red line by your profile, by your comment on HAPS. So I'm assuming that means you are watching me from YouTube. Is that correct? I'm testing HAPS, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a multi-streaming app that you can stream to multiple places at the same time. So theoretically, although I'm not doing that right now, I could stream. I'm streaming on HAPS itself, but I could be on Twitter and Facebook and Reddit and Twitch and I don't even know because I don't go to all those places. I can do that all at the same time, and it aggregates all of the comments here on Haps. So, but I think because of the red line, that means you came in from Facebook. So, tell me, does it look okay? It's a little darker on screen than it is in person. I'm just kind of doing the shadows here, but I wasn't intending on doing this page. I started out with this page, and it kind of I turned it into a 2-page spread by, I connected some of those lines. So lost. You're never too old, Janina. We could have a bet to see between the two of us who's older. My birthday is next week, so yeah, I'll be 53. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. But yeah, so lost, like these lines right here, and these flowers, and this line right here. That's all me. Oh, and these flowers right here. Let's see, this flower and this flower I drew, but these flowers were from the original, these three. So I did that, and this line also right here. I did that to kind of tie these two pages together. Otherwise, they were kind of separate. They lined up like okay, but all this was blank, and so they didn't really tie together. So, like I said, I didn't really plan on doing this as a 2-page spread, but here we are. So that's the extent of my drawing. There's my flowers right here in the crease, right there. That's mine, and that's mine. I tried to copy her original from right there, so I don't think that really counts. Oh, you do win, but I still my original point still stands. It may take us a little longer to figure it out, but you're never too old to learn something new. My biggest problem is if it doesn't make logical sense, if it's not intuitive, I hate trying to figure it out. Luckily, a lot of things these days just kind of work. But there's a few things I would like to do with this account that I can't figure out yet. Like I was saying, the 2 different cameras. There's some research I've got to do on, so I can have the camera overhead. I just wanted to test this to see if it would work for doing tutorial type things or chat type videos, like a lot of the ladies do who stream and color a lot. But I thought I would check it out and see how it looks and how it works. I had a little bit of a break. So yeah, I will maybe see you around. If you do you like to watch streams on YouTube? Other colorists? If so, maybe I'll learn something new. I don't watch a ton. I'm still kind of learning the ropes, but I'm just trying to get some of this shadow in here, so I'm not being too particular. Let's see. I've watched Chris Chang for sure, and Zucchini Kitty, and shoot, I can't remember some of their names now. Some of the tutorials and reviews and things. But so if there's anybody that you like to watch, feel free to share their name, and I will check them out. But I definitely need a different camera angle, I think, because this light coming in is too harsh. And I can't really get my hand at the angle I want. Okay, I think I'm going to call it quits for today. Got to get ready to do some chores. Got to do some adulting. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Lost and Andrew and Janina. It was nice to meet you. And I will see you all around. Take care of everyone. Bye.